students, we are discussing moving charges produces magnetism. Last class we understood a magnetic field due to current carrying a straight conductor. We also understood what Biot-Savart law. By using Biot-Savart law, we calculated what magnetic field due to a current carrying straight conductor, and also we understood magnetic field due to a current carrying coil at one point on the axial line. Okay, and few special case also understood. And today our class is what Ampere's circuital law. What is it? Ampere's circuital law. So it is similar to Gauss law in electrostatic. It is similar to what? Gauss's law in electrostatics. What is the Gauss law in electrostatics? Closed integral what? Closed surface integral electric field. Okay, closed surface integral E bar dot ds is equal to 1 by epsilon times of charge enclosed by the closed surface. That means closed surface integral E bar dot ds bar is equal to what? So Q by epsilon naught. In similar way, okay, that is what is a Coulomb's law. Okay, so Coulomb's law applications easily we can derive from by using a Gauss law there. Here also, so Biot-Savart law applications, few applications we can derive by using a Ampere's law. So what is the Ampere's law? Okay, there in a Gauss law in electrostatics we imagine one Gaussian surface. In Ampere's law, okay, we can imagine what Amperean loop. Which one? Amperean loop. Okay, na? Which loop? This is a Amperean loop. The imaginary closed what is it? A line drawn around the current carrying conductor. That is called as Amperean loop. Okay. Then what is the Ampere's circuital law? Line integral of. Okay. This is a line integral of magnetic field of a closed loop. Line integral of a magnetic field of a closed loop is equal to mu naught times the current passing through out. Okay, that is a closed linear integral, not surface integral. Closed linear integral, not surface integral. So closed linear integral B bar dot dl bar is equal to mu naught into I. Correct na? So line integral of magnetic field of a closed coil is equal to mu naught times the current passing throughout. That is closed linear integral B bar dot dl bar is equal to mu naught into I. Where so B bar is what? Magnetic field. dl bar is what? So on Ampere loop, length of the element, mu naught is what? Magnetic permeability for free space or vacuum, that is a 4 pi into 10 power minus 7 Henry per meter. I is what? Current, okay, current enclosed by the Amperean loop. Current enclosed by the Amperean loop. Okay, then how we are going to understand this Ampere circuit law? How we can prove this Ampere circuit law? So it is closed linear integral B bar dot dl bar mu naught I. How it is came? Okay, for that, so proof is there. Consider first regular coil case we can prove Ampere's law. Irregular coil case also we can prove Ampere's law. Okay, first we can take a regular coil. If Ampere loop is what? A regular coil. Okay, it is a current carrying conductor. So at r distance, okay, at which distance? At r distance, at this, okay, r distance, we are going to calculate what? Magnetic field. Okay, how much magnetic field enclosed by the current carrying coil. So in last class we understood out, so magnetic field the current carrying conductor at r distance, how much? Mu naught I by 2 pi r. With the help of that, so we can understand proof of Ampere's circuital law. Proof of Ampere's circuital law. Okay, here we take so r is a radius of the Ampere loop here. R is a capital is the radius of the Ampere loop here. Now take Ampere's first closed linear integral B bar dot dl bar. Is what? A closed integral B bar dot dl bar means B dl cos theta. Correct na? Okay, A bar dot B bar is AB cos theta. Closed linear integral B bar dot dl bar means closed linear integral B dl cos theta. Theta 0 means cos 0 1. Then it is a closed linear integral B dl. Now, so B, apply the integration limits. Okay, linear means, so what are the limits here? Complete circular loop means, Ampere loop means 0 to 2 pi r. So closed linear integral 0 to 2 pi r dl. Then B into closed linear integral 0 to 2 pi r dl means circumference of coil. How much it is? 2 pi r, or is the radius of the Ampere loop. Then it is what? B is what? Magnetic field due to the current carrying the straight conductor at r distance. How much it is? Mu naught I by 2 pi r into 2 pi r. 2 pi get cancelled. So we will get mu naught. B is what? Mu naught I by 2 pi r. So 2 pi r, 2 pi r, 2 pi r get cancelled. We'll get what? Mu naught I. Then closed linear integral b bar dot dl is what? Mu naught I. So this is called as what? So Ampere circuit law. Okay, for given conductor you can imagine what? You can draw what? Ampere loop. Okay, if Ampere loop is possible, then easily we can calculate what? Magnetic field due to the current carrying conductor at that point. Okay, at which point you are going to calculate the magnetic field? Okay, at that point you draw the Ampere loop. If a closed Ampere loop is possible, then we can easily calculate the magnetic field induction to the current carrying conductor at that point by using Ampere circuit law. Okay, so I hope you understood due to the regular. Okay, in case if Ampere loop is regular shape, okay, then how to calculate the, how to derive, how to prove the, okay, so Ampere circuit law you understood. Okay, closed linear integral b bar dot dl bar is equal mu naught I. Nothing but, so line integral of magnetic field of a closed coil is equal to mu naught times the current passing throughout. Okay na? Right? So means in that coil, what is the resultant current? Okay, in this closed coil, what is the resultant current? Sometimes, okay, if suppose n number of straight conductors are there, sometimes current is going into the loop, sometimes the current is going out of the loop. You consider the current is going into the loop, you consider what like, so if you take that negative, current is going out, you take the positive. Then what is the total current inside the closed loop? You can add all the currents. If all the currents are going in one direction, you should add all the currents. If the currents are going in, okay, some currents are in inward, some currents are in outward. In that case, what happen? You should okay. So one direction you consider positive, another direction you can consider negative. You can add all the currents. Then you get the resultant current. Suppose the resultant current inside the closed loop is 0, then there is no magnetic field inside. If the current enclosed by the closed loop exists, current enclosed by the Ampere loop exists, then magnetic field to the current carrying coil, okay, magnetic field to the Ampere loop is exist. Otherwise, there is no magnetic field. Okay, and this magnetic field at this point, if you draw the tangent, means this magnetic field is what? Perpendicular to the Ampere loop. Magnetic field is what? Perpendicular to the Ampere loop. Okay, so how to find out at this is DL element. At this DL element, you draw the tangent. Okay, this is a current carrying conductor. So hold the current carrying conductor in your right hand, stretch the thumb finger along the current direction, call your fingers. That is the direction of magnetic field. Okay, now at this point, so what is the direction of magnetic field? So in this direction. Suppose this is an Ampere loop, means the direction of magnetic field is into the board here. Correct? Na? So at this point, what happens direction of magnetic field? Okay, suppose towards south. Suppose at this one towards the east. Correct? Na? So at this one like towards which direction? North. Like that it goes on. Correct? Na? So nothing but, so the direction of magnetic field is what? Tangent drawn at this point. Direction of magnetic field is what? Tangent drawn at this point, and this magnetic field is perpendicular to the Ampere loop. Okay, so inside the loop there is no current. There is a magnetic field is what? 0. Magnetic field enclosed by the current loop is what? 0. Okay, so if I is 0, magnetic field is 0. Okay, if the resultant current enclosed by the Ampere loop is 0, magnetic field is 0. If magnetic field is not there, the magnetic field to the Ampere loop also 0. It is what? Similar to what? Gauss line electrostatics. Similar to what? Gauss line electrostatic. Okay, I hope understood in case of regular coil. Okay, derivation of what? Proof of what? So Ampere circuit law. Okay, we taken LHS, we proved RHS. LHS is equal to RHS. Okay, this is what? So in case of regular coil, Ampere circuit law. In same way, okay, in irregular coil. Okay, so it is a irregular coil. If you consider irregular manner. In that case also, what is a closed linear integral v bar dot dl bar? Okay, if it is mu naught I, then our statement is correct. What is that statement? Line integral of magnetic field of a closed coil. We don't mention regular or irregular. Okay, now we take an irregular coil. So irregular coil having radius, suppose okay, here we consider one DL1 element, DL2 element, like that n number of elements we divided, small elements we divided. Okay, then a closed integral b bar dot dl bar is equal to, so DL1 element, what is the magnetic field? B1. DL2 element, what is the magnetic field? B2. Okay, like that DL3 element, what is the magnetic field? B3. Like that, okay, n number of elements are there. In that case, what happens? So B1 DL1 plus B2 DL2 plus and so on plus Bn DL1. What is the B1 here? So B1 is a mu naught I by 2 pi R1. So last class we understood magnetic field to the current carrying conductor at R1 distance. Mu naught I by 2 pi R1. Okay, DL1 plus B2 is what? Mu naught I by 2 pi R2 into DL2 plus and so on. Correct na? Okay, so from this you can take it common what mu naught I by 2 pi, take it common, you will get what into dl1 by r1 plus dl2 by r2 plus and so on. This is equal to what mu naught I by 2 pi into dl1 by r1 is nothing but d theta 1. Okay, so arc length, you know, L is equal to R into theta is called as arc length. Theta is equal to what? L by R. Then d theta 1 nothing but dl1 by r1 plus d theta 2 nothing but dl2 by r2 plus and so on. That is equal to mu naught I by 2 pi into d theta 1 plus d theta 2 plus and so on plus nothing but the completely how much angle you will get a 2 pi. Mu naught I by 2 pi into 2 pi get cancel, you will get a mu naught into I. Then closed linear integral v bar dot dl is equal to what? Mu naught I. In case of regular coil or in case of irregular coil, okay, closed linear integral of b bar dot dl bar is equal to how much we are getting a mu naught I. That's why, so Ampere scientist, okay, given statement what? Line integral of magnetic field of a closed coil is equal to mu naught times the current passing throughout. If you remember this statement, easily we can write the Ampere circuit law statement. It's very, very important for a board exam. Okay, they'll ask for 1 or 2 marks. So state and explain Ampere circuit law for 2 marks. For 1 mark, state Ampere circuit law. In that case, what we should write? Line integral of magnetic field of a closed coil is equal to mu naught times the current passing throughout. That is closed linear integral b bar dot dl bar is equal to mu naught. If you remember this formula, easily we can write the statement. Closed linear integral b bar. Okay, closed linear integral of magnetic field of a closed coil is equal to mu naught times of the current enclosed by it. Okay, this is a Ampere circuit law. Okay, now we are going to understand one example of Ampere circuit law. By using this example, we can understand enclosed current carrying coil. Okay, so what is that? See the this question below figure shows. This figure shows along a straight wire. This is along a straight wire of a circular cross section. This is circular cross section, radius A. Okay, with radius A, circular cross section has. And this is carrying steady current. Okay, how much current is flowing through it? I current is flowing through it. The current I is uniformly distributed across this cross section. Current I is uniformly distributed across this cross section. Calculate the magnetic field in the region. Okay, calculate the magnetic field in the region R less than A. R less than A means inside the wire, and R greater than A. R greater than A means outside the wire. For that, so I taken what? R less than A means from center at R1 distance. This R1 is what? Less than A. I consider R1 radius of Amperian loop I taken. At which distance you are going to calculate magnetic field? Okay, from center to that point to construct one Ampere's loop. This is what a radius of Amperian loop. Okay, now outside the means R is greater than A. R is greater than A means outside the wire. Outside from center to, okay, at R2 distance. R2 is greater than A. Okay, you construct one Amperian loop. Understand this R1, R2 are radius of what? Amperian loops. Right. Now, solution. First one, I consider this R greater than A. Means, first we are going to understand what magnetic field induction to current carrying wire outside. Consider Ampere loop of radius R2. Consider Amperian loop of radius R2. This radius R2 is what? R2 greater than A. R2 greater than A. Okay, then what is the Ampere circuit law? Closed linear integral b bar dot dl bar is equal to mu naught I. We understood. Closed linear integral b bar dot dl bar is equal to mu naught I. What is the angle between b bar and dl bar? Angle between b bar and dl bar is what? This is a current carrying conductor. Okay, so hold your current carrying conductor in your right hand. Stretch the thumb finger in the current direction. Call your fingers. At this point means direction of magnetic field in this direction. If we consider the small length of the element, the length of the element direction and magnetic field direction both are in the same direction, then angle between the b bar and dl bar, how much it is? 0. Okay, then so b dl cos theta 0 nothing but cos 0 1, then b, so closed linear integral 0 2 pi r2. So what is the closed loop length? 2 pi r2. For this r2, what is the closed loop length? 2 pi r2. So closed linear integral 0 2 pi r2 dl is equal to mu naught into I. Then b closed linear integral dl means circumference of this Amperian loop. That is b into 2 pi r2 is equal to mu naught I. Okay, then b is equal to what? Mu naught I by 2 pi r2. Okay, so b is equal to, so this 2 pi r2 you bring this side, you will get what? So b is equal to mu naught I by 2 pi r2. Then b is inversely proportional to r2. Very simple. So from Ampere circuit law, closed linear integral b bar dot dl is equal to mu naught I. Okay, B into closed linear integer dl 0 to 2 pi r2. At which point you are going to calculate magnetic field induction from center to, at that point you construct an Ampere loop. And so find out the radius from center to that Ampere loop. What is the distance? That is called as the radius of the Ampere loop. Okay, then what is circumference? The circumference in terms of right in terms of radius of Ampere loop. Then closed linear integral, so 0 to 2 pi r2 dl is equal to mu naught I. Then B into closed linear integral dl is nothing but 2 pi r2. That is equal to mu naught into I. Okay, then B is equal to mu naught I by 2 pi r2. Then B inversely proportional to r2, means this is a magnetic field action to current carrying a straight wire outside. That is inversely proportional to what r2. Okay, yesterday also we understood by using Biot-Savart law, magnetic field action to current carrying a straight wire at r to r distance is what mu naught I by 2 pi r. We consider here r2. Then B is what mu naught I by 2 pi r2. Right? From Biot-Savart law and Ampere circular same results we got. B is inversely proportional to r2. Okay, distance increases from the wire, magnetic field is what? Decreases. Okay, this is outside the wire. Outside the wire, what happened? B is inversely proportional to what? R. Right, hyperbolically decreases outside the wire. Now, so inside the wire, R is less than A means inside the wire. Consider Ampere loop of radius R1 or radius R1. Okay, this much where you are calculating inside the wire means less than A radius. You are calculating magnetic field inside the wire. At this R1 means R1 is less than A. At this point, we are going to calculate the magnetic field induction. Okay. At this point, then we construct an closed Ampere loop. Okay. This Ampere loop consists how much current? Okay. Suppose outside means this Ampere loop consider how much current? I current it consists. That's why current how much we take an I current. Okay. Inside means what happened? So current is uniformly distributed. Okay. This is not completely wire, complete cross section of wire. Only small cross section of wire. Small cross section of wire means not this much amount of current is flowing through this wire. Small amount of current is flowing through the wire. Okay, that means I consider, so current enclosed by this R1 radius of Ampere loop is I consider is I1. That I1 is less than I. Then from Ampere circuit law, okay, closed linear integral B bar dot dl bar is equal to what? Mu naught I1. I applied what is the Ampere circuit law for this R1 radius of the loop. Then I got then integration closed linear integral 0 to 2 pi R1. So B into closed integral 0 to 2 pi r1 dl is equal to mu naught I1. Okay, here also same thing theta. So B bar and dl bar direction same. Okay, then theta is equal to 0. You get B integration closed integral 0 to 2 pi r1 dl is equal to mu naught I1. That implies B is equal to mu naught I1 by 2 pi r1. Okay, why? So closed integral dl is what? 2 pi r1. Then B is equal to what? Mu naught I1 by 2 pi r1. Same thing. Up to here same thing. But here I current is there, here I1 current is there. So in this case, total current is enclosed, but in this case, small amount of current is enclosed. Then you can calculate what I1. What is how much I1 is? Okay, I1 you should write in terms of I. Okay, then only you can compare what both equations. For that, for calculation of I1. Okay, in given data, so the current I is uniformly distributed across this cross section. Current is uniform distribution, nothing but okay, which one is current by area is constant. Okay, current by area. Area of cross section increases, current flowing through wire increases. Area of cross section decreases, current flowing through wire decreases. Wire area of cross section, not ampere loop. Wire area of cross section. Area of cross section of wire increases, current flowing through wire is increases. Area of cross section decreases, current flowing through wire is decreases. Current density means what? Current by area is called as current density. Okay, then current density also uniform. Okay, so the across this area of cross section, okay, how much current density is there? The small ampere loop also current density is same. I increases means A increases means I increases. A decreases means I decreases. The ratio maintains constant. Okay. For that, current density, current by area. For whole wire, this current density is what? How much current is flowing? I current. By what is the area of cross section of wire? Pi A square. Area of cross section of wire is what? Pi A square. Area of cross section, if you cut perpendicular to the wire, that area it looks like what? Circular cross section. What is the area of circular cross section? Pi A square. Then that is equal to current density of the small ampere loop. How much it is? How much current is flowing? I1 current is flowing. I consider I1 current in this. That we are finding. I1 by what is the area of this one? Area of cross section of this ampere loop? Pi r1 square. From this I1 is equal, what you will get? I by pi a square into pi r1 square. Okay, na? So I1 is equal what? I by pi a square into pi r1 square. Pi get cancelled. Correct? That is equal I into r1 square by a square. Okay, this I1 you put in this equation 1. Then you get it. So from first equation implies B is equal to mu naught by 2 pi r1 is as it is written here into what is I1. So I1 is nothing but here, okay, what we calculate I1. So I1 is IR square by IR1 square by A square. Okay, substitute here IR1 square by A square. In denominator one R1 is there, R1 square. Okay, 1 square in that one R1 get cancelled. This is equal to mu naught I into R1 by 2 pi A square. This is in terms of I, this is also in terms of I. Then easily we can compare what? So inside the wire, how the magnetic field is depends upon the radius or distance. Okay, what radius of the ampere loop. Outside the wire, how the magnetic field is depends upon the radius of the ampere loop. Outside the wire, okay, magnetic field is how it is depends inversely proportional to the radius of the ampere loop. Inside the wire, the magnetic field is what? Directly proportional to radius of the ampere loop up to surface. Then where the magnetic field is maximum? On its surface, okay, magnetic field is maximum. From this, okay, easily we can tell magnetic field due to the current carrying wire on its surface. How much it is? R1 is A. From this, mu naught I by 2 pi A. Same yesterday concept. And so this application. Correct? Na? I hope understood. Magnetic field index to the current carrying wire inside is mu naught I by 2 pi A square into R1. R1 is distance from center to where you are going to calculate magnetic field index inside. Okay, magnetic field induction to the current carrying wire on its axis how much? Magnetic field induction to the current carrying wire on its surface how much? Mu naught I by 2 pi A. Magnetic field induction to current carrying wire outside how much? So mu naught I by 2 pi R2. Magnetic field induction to current carrying wire on its axis how much? On its axis R1 is 0. Okay, R1 is 0 means magnetic field induction to current carrying wire on its axis how much? 0. Yesterday we understood that point also. Clear? Okay, once again I am revising. Magnetic field induction to current carrying wire on its axis R1 0, 0, B 0. Magnetic field induction to the current carrying wire inside mu naught I by 2 pi A square into R1. Okay, R1 is a radius of the ampere loop. And magnetic field induction to the current carrying wire, okay, what is the inside, outside? B is equal to mu naught I by 2 pi R2. This case is very important. From these graphs, we can understand what, from these two, we can understand the graphs. Okay, that graph is very important. So, see, here B proportional to R1, inside the wire. Okay, inside the wire, B proportional to R. Then, so straight line magnet is increasing. Up to where? Up to surface. After surface, what happened? B inverse proportional to R2. B inverse proportional to R. This graph is very important. It is like gravitation. No? Okay, from center of the earth to surface, what happened? So, acceleration to gravity increases. From surface to, if you increase the height, means what will happen? The acceleration to gravity decreases. Okay, same. This graph is analogy to what a gravitation graph. Okay, like that you remember, your memory will say. Okay, thank you. I hope you understood this concept.